What's up, people? Zekatak here, bringing another reaction video to My Hero Academy Season 6, Episode 1. I almost said Season 1. Season 6, Episode 1, A Quiet Beginning. So, Quiet Beginning, I don't know what they can mean by that. Definitely when this whole war is supposed to happen, 4-month thing. But, see what happens.
Welcome and thank you for coming, Liberation Warriors. I am Redestro. It is a pleasure to see you. From this moment, the Liberation Army recognizes Tomura Shigaraki as Grand Commander. Now, the name please, Tomura Shigaraki!
The Paranormal Liberation Front. We got rid of the term villain and expanded on the whole meta angle to be a little more inclusive. The 9 people on stage are my lieutenants. Teams will be assigned to them based on our needs. Anyway, the name's the same as this hand. A decoration. We'll do what we want. I'm too late. This superhuman society may be overflowing with heroes, but Shigaraki has gathered so much power that it might be impossible to stop him. Come on, Hawks. If you're too slow, it'll be the end of Japan.
Your corps blossomed in the Deka City fight.
Now you can obliterate not only something you touch, but also whatever is connected to it. You would become the embodiment of destruction.
Wow. Okay.
I won't underestimate heroes anymore. I'll use all the power I can get to destroy All Might and his legacy. Our next fight's his last.
A
Jesus.
decisive battle is upon us. An all-out war between the villains of the Paranormal Liberation Front and the heroes sworn to protect this world is about to begin.
So, do the kids actually know? Because this is a thing where Deku's talking about this, but the stuff that he's already done has happened. Because what do you want to call it? Huh.
It's been a week since I passed the safety commission my hint. The word hospital.
Hey, Hops!
Hey there, Twice. Sup?
I need some help, pronto! Crap, you've got Carmine guys with you. Could we...
Excuse me for a moment.
Okay.
Start talking.
I gotta come up with something to use as a credo.
Why do you need my help?
Spinner and compressor in meetings with Redestro all day. Talk, talk, talk. Kieran and Dobby couldn't care less. And Toga's too cute to ask. Please, Sensei, help a confused man out. Sanctum just said there are still troops who don't trust us. Even if you're just a figurehead, they should hear some credo or mission statement from you, and it better be inspiring. And the only thing I could think was, I gotta take a dump, and that's when I ran out here to find you.
You actually said that to old Sanctum? That dude is one of the founding members of the Liberation Army. The Paranormal Liberation Front has been split into regiments. These groups specialize in different areas and are led by members of the League of Villains and high-ranking brass from the old MLA. The 3 strongest members of each regiment serve as aides to the lieutenants. All but one of the aides previously headed bases across the country. Their duties kept them elsewhere, so they didn't participate in the revival party in Deka City. Still, their abilities surpass those of the average hero. Let me think a second. If they move first, we'll lose. I've been under strict surveillance since I came here. The only way I've been able to get a clear idea of the organization's structure is because of the intelligence skills the Safety Commission drilled into me when I was a kid. One thing is obvious. There's hostility and resentment toward the current system. I think I got something. The freedom of an individual reigns supreme, and the existing status quo must be destroyed. A little wordy, but I think it would work.
Perfect!
Oh yeah, and we must be completely devoted to Redestro. I mean, it's because of his bloodline that we were able to band together in the first place.
Maybe we could add that. I'll think about it. We should totally talk that guy up. Good call. Thanks for your help.
Anytime, friend. The future looks dire. What they're really trying to accomplish by breaking the status quo is the annihilation of every hero in existence. They'll attack major cities across the country. Citizens will be left without leaders. Chaos will ensue. Then, Redestro and the Hearts and Mind Party will swoop in. They'll hand out weapons and encourage self-defense. It'll be like when quirks first appeared and laws became meaningless. Shigaraki will ascend a throne of rubble and rule a world of anarchy. Which really means the second coming of All for One. The end of Japan as we know it.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, you're the best. Especially to me. Glad I got such a nice pal.
Right back at ya. All of this came into focus thanks to you, Jean Bubai Goara. When I heard you'd overcome your trauma, I feared what you might do. You went from being a petty criminal to a one-man army. The person we needed to keep the closest eye on.
Oh, wow.
I also knew that you were a friendly guy.
You sure know a ton about the Liberation Army for being a pro-hero. Why is that?
Because I believe in what they preach. The world I once dreamed of turned out to be a birdcage that kept me prisoner. I want to fly free. I can't do that as things are now.
Oh, jeez, man. We gotta get you in front of Shigaraki so he knows you're legit.
Seriously, kind of weird I haven't gotten to talk to him.
That's because he's off getting stronger. He'll be in the mountains near Kyoto for 4 months. Whoops, that's a secret. Though I'm sure that long-haired spy heard me. You big creep! Anyway, I don't think it matters if you know, since you're working so hard for us. We're a lot alike. The best people are those who help their friends. Don't you agree? Yeah, I thought so. Let's fly where we want together.
I was right.
As much as what Hawks is doing,
Friendly?
I feel like somebody's
I'm
watching
far
him
too
and knows
trusting.
that he's working for the heroes still. And trying to give information to the heroes. I feel like there's somebody that knows out of the enemies.
You sure seem happy, Doctor. Good morning.
And to you,
Kyudai Garaki, quirkless.
Straight up
The
animal.
founder of Jaku General Hospital and its current chairman of the board. He championed the idea of quirk-based community medical care and started doing philanthropic work soon after opening the hospital. That meant building orphanages and nursing homes throughout the country, as well as partnering with private hospitals and clinics. On the surface, the doctor comes across as a kind man. He's respected and even admired.
so this is the monster. A true villain. All for One's most trusted agent.
Right, and he's the mad scientist who bioengineered those Nomu abominations.
How are you so certain he's the one to blame?
I sent someone in undercover after receiving intel from the Safety Commission.
At least they
It's not a
know,
restricted
you know,
area within the hospital.
that he's in
None
that,
of the
yeah.
staff knew its
But it took a
purpose.
while for them to
This
realize that
off-limits
he's the
area has
doctor
one
that helps
entrance,
people
to the
out,
morgue.
supposedly, in the
Garaki
hospital.
is the only person who ever comes and goes.
Because in the beginning, wasn't he Deku's doctor?
There's pictures from our man inside.
Is that a tiny Nomu?
It would be easy to arrest the doctor since he's a public figure.
Like an animal.
But if we act
Dog,
rashly,
pet.
the Paranormal Liberation Front will enact countermeasures. The last thing we want is a repeat of the widespread devastation in Hosu or Kamino. Those events traumatized the
Like
public,
how?
and we lost too many good people on our side. Sure, we were able to apprehend All for One, but it was at the cost of our number one. All Might was forced to retire. Therefore, we'll face this situation with every available resource at our disposal. First, the Crows will be split into 2 groups. Team Endeavor will be in charge of securing Kyudai Garaki at Jaku Hospital. Team Edshot will storm the Gunga Mountain Villa we believe to be the Paranormal Liberation Front's hideout. These two events will happen simultaneously. In addition, Hero Corps students will be deployed as logistical support for both teams. They'll assist with civilian evacuation and rescue if the encounters start to escalate. We expect substantial resistance from the villains, their supporters, and the Nomu, but we cannot wait any longer. If we don't act now, they will prevail. The Doctor, his pets, Shigaraki, every villain must fall. Heroes. The idea is to take out the entire Paranormal Liberation Front in one sweep.
Our intel states that the lieutenants have gathered for a routine.
I feel like the whole plan of this, what they're thinking, is gonna have
Every one
Jesus
of them
Christ.
should be inside this mansion.
It's not gonna go the way they're gonna want it though.
Our enemy has someone with a warping power, but apparently that creature is at the hospital. As long as he's kept out of the equation, these foes will have nowhere to run.
Is it a good idea for us to be this close?
What's wrong?
Doesn't the League of Villains have it out for UA students?
They've become too big of a problem.
Miss Midnight.
Now that they've amassed so much raw power, Shigaraki will move to dominate society. That means the entire world is in danger, not just the school. Don't you worry. We just want you to help us a little at the very beginning of the raid. After that, you'll go to the rear.
Whatever you need.
Hold on! Why would they put me on the front lines of this smackdown?
You just come to realize that.
I never knew I could miss my stupid classmates so much. Doesn't feel right being kept out of the action, especially with those two drafted.
Honanuki and Komori from Class B were also taken to the front. Kaminari's electrification, Tokoyami's dark shadow, Honanuki's softening, and Komori's mushroom. These are all quirks that can be used to subdue large groups of enemies quickly and from afar.
True.
We have no idea what this army is capable of. As such, the pros are relying on our brave classmates to take out as many of our opponents as possible from the mission outset. Sounds smart, I guess, but what if they end up getting their butts kicked?
You gotta have faith. Yeah, they're all great heroes. Even Kaminari.
Every auxiliary base has been surrounded. No one will escape.
This is nuts. I can't believe we have info on the exact date and time of their meeting.
It was him, wasn't it? He led us to these locations. So where is
A
he now?
cat cop.
That's classified.
Nice.
Of course it is. I've been
Okay.
preparing, just as you told me to. We're ready.
Yeah, but there's things that Hawk pretty much didn't probably expect at the same time.
I don't think I've seen a single pro out today. There's usually a couple on patrol at least.
Look, there's one.
That is not.
Hey, why am I the only hero around? Something's not right. Guess we forgot to tell you the big news. You backstabbing Liberation scumbag.
Oh, wow. They know. Well, I guess, yeah, duh, Hawks.
Man, why the hell am I way back
But they
here
caught
playing
him.
support?
I was like, dude, damn, this sucks. And then he came out doing that. That guy just came out of nowhere doing that. Wow.
Please, we need to remain calm.
This is a gigantic operation. Coordination is going to be key. The best thing we can do to help is complete our assigned duties successfully.
Right, the heroes are moving in now. That's our
I swear this girl's got the same type of quirk as Bakugo.
Start evacuating residents block by block. Top speed.
Right! It's really happening.
What is this?
Heroes, quick, follow me.
Vehicle, the morgue.
On it.
So one of them, though.
Everyone, please leave the building. This area may soon become a battlefield.
Things are progressing nicely.
Yeah.
Shigaraki will be
What you
in a
wanna
little
think.
over a month. I can hardly wait.
Stop right there. You're the creator of the Nomu, and All for One's right-hand man, aren't you? You're the devil's pawn, and you will face justice.
And he's caught. So at least they got the guy. 2 of them now at this point.
Wait, Dad called?
Yeah, he said there's a big work thing, so we may not hear from him for a bit.
Wow. I never imagined he'd think to keep us in the loop like that.
Oh yeah.
I hope this job doesn't turn out like Kyushu did.
Stop right there! You're the creator of the Nomu, and All for One's right-hand man, aren't you? You're the Devil's Pawn.
Impossible! How?
And you will face justice! As expected, his profile in the official registry is wrong. The instant you used erasure on this madman, he aged. He has a quirk.
That could answer a big question.
Wow.
All for One has been alive such a long time. Super regeneration is also something the more powerful Nomu have. Not a common quirk by any measure. Did you reproduce an existing power or create it artificially? Whatever the case, All for One benefits from the ability now, doesn't he?
Impressive. Regeneration. A quirk that can heal. Used correctly, it becomes a cheat code that lets you escape death. So
Wow.
why are you using it for evil, Doctor? You could be saving countless lives with that power.
I mean, that's true.
You've hurt so many. Tell me what the hell you did to my friend! No! You're trying to hurt him?
Why are you heroes attacking the doctor?
Step away from the man.
You have to leave. It's dangerous.
Explain this!
What's going on?
Sorry, we'll have to fill you in later.
While you decay before us, our comrades are evacuating everybody in the hospital. We're more than prepared to fight the Nomu here. Although, it would be beneficial to all parties.
It's going good
It's not
so far for the
split
heroes, but I feel like something bad's about to
Program
happen
those
though.
creatures so they don't act unless they receive instructions.
Because there's no
from
way it goes
specified
that good that
individual.
easily.
Without demands, they're nothing but corpses. We figured that much out by analyzing the Nomu we've captured.
I've been thinking when we graduate, we should start a hero agency.
Those you've toyed with and those who cared for them.
So,
Do you know what they all say? It's our turn to take something away from you.
Team Endeavor has entered Jakku Hospital. Garaki is in custody thanks to Eraserhead's quirk.
97% of patients have been evacuated.
Team Edgeshot is closing in on the main base. So far, there's no evidence of enemy defenses.
Update. Mirko's found the secret area in the morgue at Jakku Hospital.
Mercy! I'm begging you to forgive me!
Hey, you there, Endeavor?
No! Please!
We got company!
It seems erasure doesn't destroy a body created using double. Fascinating! Were you really not clever enough to guess that I would employ such an ability? What fools you heroes are!
Twice his quirk. He was a copy.
oh wow. See, like I said, I didn't think it was going to go that way for the heroes a lot of the time.
Will burn! I suppose they couldn't have known that I'd been so consumed with my masterpiece, Tomura Shigaraki, that I left everything else in the capable hands of my double. Still, that ruse only bought me a little time. And I can't just walk away from this hospital. Do they have any idea how much equipment and time is needed to copy or cultivate one simple quirk? Of course not. I spent incalculable hours stockpiling these abilities. I will not leave them behind. My world is in this facility. My entire life's work. The blood and sweat and fruitful days I shared with All for One. Every memory.
God, it looks like something out of Resident Evil.
Playtime's over, little Johnny. You must warp me and Shigaraki out immediately.
The thing actually has shoes on it, it's funny. Oh wow, the actual one was found quickly too.
You're the real one.
Wow. That happened. Oh, it's already been 20 minutes. Holy shit, I thought it was like, I don't know why, but I thought my thing was saying 16 minutes or some shit. But looks like they found them. Well, I didn't think they would find them that quick. I thought the location was like in a complete different area, not in the hospital and stuff. Nope, still was. Secretly, hypothetically, on the ground somewhere. So, now... So they found the actual guy, but what if that's another twice his ability thing that was the thing? So, not gonna keep hopes up that's the case. It still could be a clone. But, pretty much this war is about to start now. So now... wonder what's gonna happen. So what is this? They eliminate the Nomus probably is this whole plan. So it's like one less thing that the enemies can have. So they would only have hypothetically just the people themselves. So I guess we're gonna have to see what happens now. But peace. See people next time.